Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nilam Desa Putri and my study number is 33250021. I'm on presentation for project 2 on vocabulary building. I have two topics. First is suffixes marking gender and two abstract collective nouns. Suffixes marking gender by knowledge are linguistic devices used within inflectional morphology to express distinction between gender in language. They play a crucial role in the grammar or many language, signaling the gender of nouns, pronouns, adjective, and in some instances, gender in language often correlates with natural gender, as seen in reference to male and female living beings, but can also be grammatical without a direct link to biological sex. And by Ursula Dolekal, gender marking is a way of explicitly signaling that a linguistic expression refers to a male or female being, in person or animal. I have five example sentence in here. The first is the actress won an award. Actors use the suffix "sus" to mark feminine gender. Derived from French, it's from the unmarked masculine actor. Second sentence is the waiter served the customers. Waiter ends with er, often indicating male against, paired with feminine waiters with the end is s. And for third, she became a poetess in her later years. Potters attacks S to poet, creating a feminine derivative. Trogno, Trogno, less common is modern usage. And fourth, the host, the hosted welcomed the guests warmly. Hot, hostess adds the suffix s to host, creating a feminine form to indicate a female host. And the last sentence, fifth, the barman makes cocktails at the pub. Barman use the suffix "man", typically marking masculine roles, contrasted with feminine barmaid. And for topic 2 is abstract collective nouns. Abstract collective noun by script is a collective noun is a noun that refers to some sort of group or collective of people, animals, things, and each other. Celtic nouns are normally not treated as plural, even though they refer to a group of something. Collective nouns include common nouns like group and proper nouns like Google or the Rolling Stones. And by Hannah de Vries, from the point of view of linguistics interested in the grammar of number, collective nouns such as there are particularly interesting because they behave like singular in some respect, but like plural in others. I have five sentences, and the first is the party will have to rethink its strategy to win the next election. Party is a collective noun referring to a political group, treated as singular with its positive pronouns and implying unified action. The sentence shows the group functioning as one entity needing to adjust collectively. And two, a flock of sheep is crossing the road, delaying motorists. Flock is a collective noun for animals, sheep. Taking a singular verb is because the group act together as a unit. Sheep and change in plural form, and the flux movement causes a shared delay. Third, the Beatles broke up when Paul McCartney quit the band. Band is a collective noun for musicians used singularly with the band, implying it broke up as the group dissolved as one entity. It contrasts with potential emphasis like the band was arguing, but here unity prevails. Fourth, the audience at the mid-afternoon showing was especially appreciative of the comedy part of the movie. Audience is a collective noun referring to a group or of specta- spectators, taking the singular verb was because the group act together in showing unified appreciation. This emphasized the crowd's collective response rather than individual reactions. 5. Palent- palento- Paleontologists found a set of fossils in Argentina from the bones of an Ankylosaurus or a closely related species. Set functions as a collective noun for a collection of items, fossils. Pairs with the singular verb found to treat the group as a single discovery. It highlights the fossil as one cohesive assemblage from a specific dinosaur species. And for part two, I have three case study. Case study one is vocabulary building with intransitive personal verb. I have a fifth sentence in here. One is the meeting ran off for more than 2 hours. Second, several students dropped out during the research project. Third, the plane took off earlier than expected. Fourth, he woke up before sunrise. And the last sentence is the crowd slowly calmed down. Role in vocabulary building. Intransitive personal verb build vocabulary by integrating verbs, particle combination as holistic unit. After literal or example is took off for the operator, and in aspectual example is calm down for question, which learners store as single lexical items rather than decomposed parts. This process aligns with formulaic language theory, where mastering such chunks boasts naturalness and automatically in second language production. Common second language difficulties. Second language learners face challenge with intransitive phrasal verb due to their polysemy, one verb particle pair yielding multiple sounds and syntactic rigidity. A particle cannot shift without an object. For example, the plane took off is resist alteration. And the role in vocabulary building, uh, 2015 literature review by Bronstein and Gustafsson, synthesis empirical studies showing intermediate second language learners avoid phrasal verb more than advanced ones, with Chinese students favoring synonyms over idiomatic intransitive like took off. And Akulaki and 2025 challenge in learning English phrasal verbs and investigation of recep- receptive and productive knowledge among Japanese university students, the EA4 International Conference on Education. Case study 2, gender formation with suffixes. Consider the following non-pair is one actor and actress, waiter and waitress, prince and princess, host and hostess, hero and heroine. Suffix meaning change. The S suffix best word to exp- explicitly feminine gender. Actor, male performer, become actress, female performer. Waiters to waiters, waiter to waiters for service roles, and hero to heroine for protagonist. Prince, princess alter a male royal title of female and has thus changed a natural or male entertain to female equivalent. This adds a binary gender layer without changing the notative function, rooted in historical borrowings from French. The morphological process is all example involves derivation suffixation, attaching the bond morpheme s to a free base stem via required affixation. Actor, actress, and waiters use simple stem plus is. Hero to heroine follows indically. Host to hostess requires minor stem attachment for ponotatis, while prince to princess involve truncation of C before S, showing allomorphology and aphonic adaptation in English morphology. The Imperial Research Support Nadal et al.'s 2018 study in the Journal of Laboratory Phonology analyzes corpora and run psycholinguistic tasks, finding speakers strongly associate S with feminine gender, generalizing it to novel work with high accuracy. Results show that the composability aids lexical processing, but usage decline in modern English due to gender-neutral preference. Gender marker suffixes like s persist in frequency-driven patterns, supporting morphological productivity des- despite sociolinguistic shifts. And case study 3, vocabulary formation with collective nouns. I I want to analyze 5 sentences in here. One is the committee has approved the proposal. Second, the jury was divided in its decision. 3. A swarm of insects covered the fields. 4. The audience clapped loudly. And 5. The staff are attending a workshop today. Function as vocabulary units. Collective nouns serve as holistic lexical items representing aggregates, such as swarm for insect group or audience for crowds. Aiding vocabulary acquisition by equating plurality within singular morphology. Construction grammar poses them as four-meaning pairings where the nouns signal group cohesion, faci- fac- facilitating idiomatic use in sentences like the staff are attending. This compactness supports second language learner in grasping notion collectivity without enumerating members. And the subject for agreement analysis. Sentence 1 use the singular has with commit, treating it as a unified body. And sentence 2 employs the singular was for jury, emphasizing collective dedication despite internal division. Sentence 3 pairs swarm, singular implied with plural sense via covered, but standardly take singular verbs. Here, context align with group action. For sentence fourth, match singular clapped to audience as a cohesive entity. Sentence 5 asks for plural R with staff, focusing on individual member. Research justification is from Levin's 2001 thesis on agreement with collective noun in English, drawing from newspaper and spoken corpora across AMA, BRE, and AUC. So singular agreement dominates. Example, 90% for government when viewing the group as one, but pluralize with distance to the verb or member focus semantic, as in staff are. Semantic factor like noun type, family allows both, interact with syntax, explaining variability in examples. Um, Diachronic shift for singular in AMA, supporting construction grammars emphasis on entrenched patterns. And this is for all source I have. From topic 1 is suffix marking gender. The one is gender marker by knowledge.deck and gender marking by academia.edu. And from second topic is abstract collective nouns. Is what is a collective noun? Example and definition by scriber.com. And collective noun by works.hackmons. And from case study 1 is avoidance of avo- avoidance of second language English partial verb by first language Thai learners by digital.car.cola.ac.th. 2. Understanding the semantic of partial verb from iJuris. This is a journal iJuris. And 3. Challenge in learning English partial verb and investigation of receptive and produce knowledge among Japanese university students by doi.org. And for this case study 2, I have to search. The one is Gendered Association of English Morphology by doi.org. And the two is Complexity of Semantic of Suffixes with Gender Assignment in Old English from journal llf.knrs.fr. And from case study 3, one is Syntactic Cues in the Acquisition of Collective Nouns by pubmed.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. 2. Agreement with Collective Noun in English by Lundu University. Third, Approaches for Learning Collective Noun Proficiency, a case of a South African primary school by a journal.aien.palopo.ac.ad. 4 is Collective Nouns, How Groups Are Named in English by Grammarly.com. I think enough for my presentation. My name is Nilam Dusaputri and my study number is 332500021. Thank you.